think I've discovered the truth behind our favorite retro 80s band whose old tapes, as they used to have written on their website, have recently been uncovered, since they are a band, sick, out of time. One who faded away into obscurity after struggling to find success in the late 70s and early 80s. An edgy and seemingly unrealistic backstory, as the band members are in their 30s. However, I believe that I don't know how, but they found me is, in fact, a reincarnation of an 80s band. Okay, fine, a Zeros band that also has a retro vibe to them. What band am I referring to? The Brobecks, of course. The band that both Dallin Weeks and Ryan Seaman were a part of in the early 2000s. I've assembled some hints Dallin and Ryan have given us to support this claim. Firstly, I think their backstory refers to how the Brobecks faded away into obscurity after struggling to find success. Because although some songs off their final album, Violent Things, were fairly successful, they were never able to break into the mainstream, and the majority of their discography isn't on any streaming platform or even available anywhere except for sketchy downloading sites.
It was 2009, and the Brobecks had kind of, for those who aren't familiar, the Brobecks was the band I did before Panic, but we'd sort of plateaued, and that next that you want when you're a band, it wasn't really coming. So I was working a terrible job that I hated and was really depressed because I could tell that it was pretty much done.
In addition to playing many Brobecks songs live, IDK and the Brobecks have a very similar vibe to them, and their songs have a similar sound. For example, the song Door could easily fit into the album Happiest Nuclear Winter by the Brobecks. Here is a clip from a song from this album, performed live.
But I'll soon get some rest and die.
Here is a different song from that album, studio recorded.
It's good you have a pretty face, 'cause lipstick makes my stomach ache. We can float to outer space.
Just imagine if it were studio recorded, add louder instrumentals, and I'm starting to convince myself that Door was originally written to be a part of that album, but unfortunately didn't make the cut because it doesn't really have that nuclear wasteland aspect to it. It could have been a good final track for Violent Things, though. Here are two songs on Violent Things that I find Door to be a perfect combination of.
The conversation begins. Oh God, oh, what did I say? I love the drugs she takes at night. Keep her awake, give me a fright. I don't know what goes through her mind when she takes drugs.
So yeah, Door is basically a Brobecks song.
The future is now.
Secondly, there are many allusions to Brobecks songs in seemingly random places. For example, The Future Is Now is the final lyric from the track 1 Minute of Fun from the Brobecks album Happiest Nuclear Winter and was used as an Instagram caption. That caption also had a link to the official video for Do It All the Time, even though the video had already been released 22 days before, so it's not like the video was new, they had already posted about it. I think this is a hint that the song Do It All the Time and the track 1 Minute of Fun are related. This track describes a nuclear research site that seems to be giving propaganda to those who live near it, brainwashing them into thinking that radiation is safe and they are an environmentally friendly industry. This track is entirely spoken and you can hear a faint clicking sound, similar to the sound an old camera or projector makes all throughout it. I'll put the link to this in the description so you can check out my annotations, where I explain a little more my interpretation of this track. Feel free to upvote them if you agree.
Artificial grass and plant life.
Here is an important passage I'll come back to shortly.
On our respect for our surroundings, and have several environmental awareness classes available, should you feel the need to pitch in.
Now why is this track quoted in an Insta caption with a link to Do It All the Time? In the beginning of the video, we can hear a seemingly old recording mentioning scientists, probably made to sound like it's from the 80s, as in the description it says it was shown to students as part of a public school curriculum for nearly 20 years, until its use was discontinued in 1984. Could they be referring to one of the several environmental awareness classes available mentioned in 1 Minute of Fun? The timeline wouldn't be that far off, because the very first nuclear power plant was built in Russia in 1954, that's exactly 30 years before 1984, if you're as bad in math as me and need a reminder. That would mean the Nuclear Sunshine Research Center would have been built in 1964, which would be pretty realistic. Also, the endings of the two songs are pretty similar and the similar part is of almost the same length. IDK House is of 29 seconds, the Brobecks is of 31 seconds, but also has a slower rhythm.
To recap,
One IDK How is composed of two former members of the Brobecks. They both give off an 80s vibe. 3 IDK How's backstory matches the Brobecks' tragic death. 4 IDK How plays songs by the Brobecks live and or sounds like it could be a Brobecks song. 5 The description of Do It All the Time's official video, combined with the Instagram caption The Future Is Now and the similar endings of the songs Do It All the Time and 1 Minute of Fun suggests there is a link between them.
Maybe someone can tell us.
In conclusion, I believe that I don't know how but they found me as the reincarnation of the Brobecks. I rest my case. Thank you for watching. If you want to like, comment and or subscribe, you can but I can't force you, since I'm a robot smiley face.